Snake, do you remember the sinking of that tanker 2 years ago?
Of course.
Terrorists
That doesn't sound like Snake.
Tanker full of crude barely 20 miles off the shore of Manhattan. Your classic nightmare. It didn't take long for the government to put an oil
But the general?
whole mess. And then that massive offshore cleanup facility went up inside.
The big shell.
Shell.
I hear the cleanup isn't quite over yet.
It takes time. But in the meantime, the shell's become a landmark, a symbol of environmental protection.
It's funny how it doesn't sound like Snake.
Teams Alpha and Bravo. Deploy at the big shell as scheduled.
Approximately 6 hours ago, the big shell was seized by an armed group.
Do we have an ID?
Former members of the Navy.
Like, they're trying to make him sound like him.
Squad dead cell. Russian private army members may also be involved. It's a highly trained group, and they have the big shell under complete.
It's a Shell Corporation. A big one. Oil tanker. He looks a bit different as well.
Come in from downwind and pull up fast. Get ready to fast rope down to Shell 1. 5 minutes to ETA. Alpha, your top priority is to rescue and safeguard the president. Team Bravo, watch
Rescue and safeguard the president. Stillman. Stillman? They're all men. It's almost like Dead Stranding. Hartman, Deadman, Stillman.
What are their demands?
The president, man.
$30 billion. What makes them think they can get that much?
There was a government-sponsored tour going on of the big shell that day.
Hostages, huh?
A VIP from one of the major conservation groups, and one from our own government. The most important person in a sense.
The most important
MIP.
James Johnson.
The president?
Unless the demands are met, the terrorists intend
Boris
to blow
Johnson.
the big shell out of the water.
He can
And
die.
the crew will ignite, turning the Manhattan Harbor into an inferno.
What was
That's
that
the
big
worst-case scenario.
flip
The
of a
chlorides being used
text?
to decontaminate the seawater go up with the oil. Toxins containing catastrophic levels of
Someone cut in here before.
released. In other words, the bay's ecosystem will be wiped out, and the sea will turn into a toxic soup for centuries, becoming the worst
Toxic
environmental
soup.
disaster in history.
Bum, bum, bum. Okay, who could this be? A new Snake has entered the fray.
You have 2 mission objectives. 1, infiltrate the offshore decontamination facility Big Shell and safeguard the president and other hostages. And 2, disarm the terrorists by any means necessary.
With long yellow hair. Diving suits.
You should know
Deep
that
diving
Team
suits.
10 is also conducting a rescue operation.
So help them, right? They won't be turning on us or
Is this a
anything.
joint effort?
No, Foxhound remains a covert body. Don't alert them to your presence. That is an order.
But also, Snake wasn't working with the General. He was working with Otacon.
This is Snake. I'm now inside Strut A of Shell 1.
How are things?
We're in luck. Looks like there are no sentries posted here.
What's the
You sound a
visibility?
lot
The
different,
lights on the
Snake.
plant struts are functioning. I won't have to use the IR goggles.
Any problems?
There was a brand new hole cut through the oil fence. There's someone else besides me that wanted to get in badly.
That's not possible.
What about SEAL Team 10?
They landed on the roof of the Big Shell as planned. And by the way, Snake, we're changing your code name for all following communication.
What's wrong with Snake?
Just a precaution. You are now designated Raiden. All right, Raiden. You've already covered infiltration.
Just a
and VR
precaution
training.
because there might be an
I've
existing
completed
Snake in
300
there.
missions in VR. I feel like some kind of legendary mercenary.
Okay, we'll skip that part. Make sure nobody sees you. If you need to, contact me by codec. The frequency is 140.85. When you want to use the codec, push the back button. When we
He's
need to
still on
reach
the
you,
same codes.
contact you. The codec.
I wonder if I could have
When
made
you hear that
Snake
noise,
beep
press the
him.
back button. The codec's receiver directly stimulates the small bones of your ear. No one but you will be able to hear it.
All right. I'll contact you if anything changes.
First,
wonder.
make your way to the upper section of the Big Shell.
How do I get up to the next level?
There's an elevator at the far end of that area. Use that.
An elevator? It's almost like this is
Your new
the
sneaking suit
first
uses
area
electrofiber technology, a byproduct of fiber
of the
optics
first
research.
game.
The texture isn't far removed from rubber, but the material protects against a wide range of toxic substances. The suit itself has a wide array of built-in sensors. It is referred to as smart skin in military R&D. Data about damage to different regions of the body,
Like
including
the back.
blood loss, is exchanged between the suit and the intravenous nanomachines to create a feedback system.
There's a lot of pressure on my torso.
Relax. The suit applies varying pressure to major internal organs to maximize performance and safeguard their functions. They call this the skull suit in Foxhound.
Skull suit seems appropriate somehow.
There's a lot of pressure on my
The
dick.
hatch with a circular handle will open into the elevator area. Locate the hatch first.
That's to keep it safe and
Copy
secure.
that. Moving on to main mission objectives.
Does that mean he doesn't need bandages? The general's daughter is not available. Was it 2 or 2-5? I don't remember what the frequencies were of the other people in the original game. Obviously, we could save with the... what's going on with that munch? Ooh. That's a lot of nasty bugs. Just a scope, we've got a heartbeat sensor. We can't take off the skull suit yet. Okay. He's also has different moves to Solid Snake, doesn't he? Funny that he's, you know, having to change his codename from Snake, where he had to, for reasons unknown, begin with codename Snake. Completely unknown reasons, not trying to mislead you into thinking he's Snake or anything. Ashing's too good for him. There's a closed vent. There's a lot of nasty bugs about in here. Right, so does this suit mean that I don't need bandages? And then, unfortunately, you know, that's just a long crawl for a single ration for probably little reason. For very little reason. Yeah, and there's no point going out that end bit, because we could just go there. Right, lockers. What are you hiding in the lockers? I think... Rations. I think. Anything else? You can clonk, clonk, clonk still. Right. There's someone out there. Metal Gear 2 Sons of Patriots. Or Guns of Patriots. Did you see that on the door? What's going on? Like, I'm not controlling that.
Colonel, I've sighted an enemy sentry. AN-94 and a Makarov. Those grenades,
And a Makarov.
all his equipment is Russian-made.
Must be a Gurlukovich man.
Gurlukovich?
A Russian private army that was in line to work with the Shadow Moses takeover group 4 years ago.
What's their stake in this one?
They must have made a deal. An arrangement with the
Well,
terrorists.
Gurlukovich
They become a band
dies.
of mercenaries. An army without a country.
Unless it's the grandson of Gurlukovich. Metal Gear 2 Guns of Patriots. It's Sons of Liberty, not Guns of Patriots. Unless it's called Guns of Patriots in America or something. Because they do that. Like, America loves to have different names of things. Like the Sega Genesis, which is the Mega Drive, or the Master System. One of the two, because they're the only two Sega consoles. But, yeah, different names for things. Snake? How could that be?
Colonel, there's definitely another intruder in here besides me.
That's not a possibility.
Not a team. Looks like a solo
It
job.
looked like Snake.
One man.
A one-man
We
army.
may not know who he is, but he managed to take care of every sentry in the area. They're all out cold.
Not dead.
Whoever he is, he's got some skill.
I wonder if they'd be
We need
dead
to
if
get
I
an
killed
ID.
them in the
But
first
for now,
area.
you can take advantage of the situation and get to work. There's a terminal in front of the elevator.
Like, is
a node.
that a neat touch that they do?
Nerd.
Not nerd.
Nerd.
Node.
Do it, nerd.
Use the node to gain access to the Big Shell's facilities network.
Then what?
Pull up the map of the structure. That'll let you activate the Soliton radar.
The Soliton radar? True. That radar came in useful during VR training.
A radar system.
It's acting as though I did
uses
VR training. I
biological
didn't.
magnetic fields as input. These estimated enemy positions
haven't
are
played the
projected
VR
onto
levels.
a map according to reference points collected via GPS signals and field personnel reports. We need to get to the map through the Big Shell's node to put this data processing to practical use. The node unit is about 3 feet high. Should be colored blue. Each area has at least one.
How do I gain access?
Just push the action button in front of the node. The nanomachines in your body will take care of the security clearance and allow you access to the node.
Is it like the salts in your body and the other one that didn't activate unless you had the card out? It's just salts in your body, not the IR thing on the card. Yep, it's the salts in your body that do it. No radar. Like, you can dodge around. I wonder if you can knock someone out with some sort of kick. I never actually played this one this far. I played the demo and that's it.
Raiden, you won't be able to use any of the enemy's equipment.
Why not?
You should know that all active weapons are equipped with a personal identification system. The owner enters their required user ID information during the weapon registration or at the start of a mission. If anyone other than the registered user tries to fire the weapon, the ID system will not authorize the action.
But these are black market Russian weapons. How can they be equipped with identification functionality?
I
They
have something
must
to
have been
explain it
customized
now.
by the terrorists themselves. These are professionals we're dealing with, and they certainly won't let their own equipment be used against them.
But the daughter
With an ABC
apparently
Right.
was stupid enough not to program her pistol.
Find the ones that haven't yet been individualized. Everything you find in the item box is clean. You should know this from your VR training.
Okay.
I didn't do any VR training, sir.
Items in the item box are yours to use at will. They will be your supply source with regards to weaponry and gear.
I did know VR training. Climb, raiden. Item box. You mean the item box is on the floor that I find? Right, okay, yeah, I get you. I haven't found any weapons yet. Action button! I think he knows the stakes here, considering he changes to Raiden. That's quite... the zap. Indelacio. $100%. Radar, blood on. Cutscenes. It's interesting that it's given me the things now, isn't it? Yeah, okay.
Good work, Raiden.
The radar should be functioning now?
Remember your VR training sessions. The tool is exactly the same one. It maps the terrain as well as the position of enemy personnel. The bright dot in the middle is you, Raiden. The red dots are your enemies, and the blue cone shape represents their field of vision. Your radar isn't affected by the weather, but if you're discovered by an enemy, you won't be able to use it. It gets jammed easily, I'm afraid. It's all made from currently existing technology. You won't be able to use it in an area with strong harmonic resonance, so be careful. The Big Shell's layout map should now be available after touching the Start button.
How do I save the mission data?
I've set aside a proprietary frequency for saves, and an analyst to work on the data too.
Jack,
Melee.
is everything all right?
Oh,
What are you
maybe.
doing here?
Jack, can you hear me?
Jack!
Rose, you're not supposed to be involved. What's going on?
That's not
I'm a part of
Spade.
this mission.
Colonel, what the hell is going on?
Raiden, meet the mission analyst.
Your
She'll be
girlfriend.
overseeing the data saving and support.
Why her?
The Foxhound analyst that was supposed to take part in this mission was in an accident. Rosemary was brought in as a replacement.
An accident?
And according to the files, she knows you better than anybody else.
Rose may be in the service, but an intelligence analyst is no field officer.
Not to worry. She has our technical staff at her disposal.
She's never been a part of a field mission. This is insane.
I
But
have
nobody
my own
knows him
reasons for
better.
selecting her for this mission, soldier.
Colonel, I fail to see...
I know your VR training performance in and out, but sometimes that's not enough. You're familiar with the Shadow Moses incident?
You know I covered it in VR.
If there's a crucial tactical detail that case taught us, it was the power of the operative's will to survive.
I was trained to fight. My personal feelings have no place in a mission.
We've learned that it doesn't work that way. And on the field, you need all the help you can get.
Jack, you're stuck with me whether you like it or not.
Rose,
You need someone to watch your back.
Watch
But
your back,
I have
Jack.
conditions that need to be met, Colonel.
What is it?
I'll perform my duties and save that mission data, but I'm aware that technically I'm not part of the mission control team. After all, I'm just a normal girl who's worried about Jack. But that means, Colonel, that I am not required to follow your orders outside of my immediate duties. Jack is not simply a field personnel for me to track. His safety comes first to me, not the mission. And because of that, I will be monitoring and keeping a record of every communication you have with him, Colonel.
Given the circumstances, you're free to do what you see fit.
Hey, I prefer this to being kept in the dark waiting.
I'd like to make a request, if I may.
Of course.
His handle is Raiden. For the duration of the mission, could you call him that?
Yes, sir. All right, Raiden. Let me know when you're ready to
Raiden
turn
this
in a
dick.
save. The proprietary save frequency is 140.96. I just switched frequencies. Jack,
what?
do you know what day it is tomorrow?
Valentine's
April
Day.
30th. Is there something special about it?
Isn't there?
I can't remember. I'm sorry.
Oh well, I'll keep trying till I hear the answer. I'm gonna let you go now, Jack. Take care.
Okay. Radar's on. If I go like this, does it give me the opportunity to change the date again? Maybe I should be making April 30th his birthday.
Raiden, the enemy sentry is regaining
I
consciousness.
noticed that.
Be careful, Jack.
Find somewhere to hide until the elevator arrives. You must stay out of sight.
Oh, I can look round during those? That's interesting. Nothing.
I'm under enemy fire. Secure the
Fucking
perimeter.
nuts. You're not under enemy fire. We're just unconscious on the floor. A little. You're just a little bit unconscious. Both gonna come and look in here, aren't you? I'm not waiting. I saw my moment and I ran. Do I get a tranquilizer gun? Right, dog tags. But not killing them.
The terrorists call themselves Sons of Liberty.
Sons of Liberty?
The name of their leader is Solid Snake.
No, it isn't. It's Solidus Snake.
The hero.
Oh
Shadow
no,
Moses?
he's not Solid Snake. Who would have guessed?
Right, but he can't be the Solid Snake. He died 2 years ago on that tanker after he blew it sky high.
It's like we
Could
just
he
saw
have
him coming up the
survived?
elevator.
Not a chance.
Colonel, I'm on the roof. There are no sentries, but it would only take one to spot me in this light.
You never had daylight VR training after all. Stay extra sharp until you can find a node to log in from.
What about the commandos?
SEAL Team 10 has landed on struts B and C.
And the president?
Seems he was spotted on strut B.
Strut B?
Cardboard box B.
The big shell is comprised of shells 1 and 2. Each unit consists of a central core and 6 struts surrounding it.
So the whole thing is shaped like 2 hexagons connected end on end.
Exactly. And you're on the roof of strut A, shell 1 at the moment. First, get to a node. Log into the network.
Got it.
Du-du-du-du-du. There you go. Can't take pictures. What are you guys doing? Waving for attention? Waving for attention. Gets an M9. Raiden! 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 Slipped on bird shit. How embarrassing. At least I didn't shit on him. Oh. Ox. Ox. Where are you going then, Raiden? Can't climb over the boxes. Colonel. Can't seem to get past these shitty pidgeys.
According to the SEAL Team 10's communications, the president was sighted on strut B. Raiden, head for strut B. It's to the northwest of strut A, your current location. Cross the connecting bridge between strut A and B. You can
I'd
get
like
to the
to.
connecting bridge from the first floor. Get down from the roof to the first floor. The node is on the first floor of strut A. Don't forget to log in. Understood?
Okay, so I need to go back inside. But how do I call the lift? It's a gate. Looks like it should be a gate that opens. But the action button doesn't do anything. Guess that doesn't open either. Colonel. You see, there seems to be... Okay. 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 Apparently he's very acrobatic, and this is the new way of traversing. Or not. I thought I found something. Maybe if I go enough this way, he will go past it. Oh. On the bird shit. Well, there went that idea. You can't climb that. Seriously. Are we supposed to go riding?
Raiden, what's wrong? Raiden! Raiden!
This is different. That is pointlessly down a hole, yep. That's gotta be some new achievement, right? Get an M9 first. He's very acrobatic, but he can't jump the fence, and he can't open this fence, which is stupid. Because it feels like maybe he should.
Raiden, look at that wire fence. You may be able to crawl through it. Crouch down using the crawl button. Then push
Okay, there was something hidden behind the pigeons. Okay.
Push the crawl button again to stand up. You can use weapons even while crawling. This is different from VR training, so you keep that in mind.
And he didn't fall off. That is very hidden. Good job. You crawled through bird shit.
SEAL Team 10 is in.
Do we really have no line of communication with the SEALs?
They don't know a thing about us. You know we work in the dark, and this mission is no exception. Only a few people know about your presence here. There's no need for concern. This operation is under Pentagon's direct command, and the NSDD came from the Vice President and the Secretary of Defense. Your mission may be top secret, but it's gone through the usual channels.
Okay, we're in! What a mess. What a mess. Okay. A secret hidden item.
I'll go check the roof. I'll leave the first floor to you, okay? Understood.
Good luck we went a different way to check the roof, isn't it? The heartbeat monitor going away.
Colonel, I've located the node, but it's under heavy surveillance. I can't get in any closer.
Distract them. Try making some noise to draw their attention away.
How?
Flatten yourself against a wall and hit the punch button.
Got it.
It's almost as though if he had VR training. Why do I not have my radar? My radar doesn't seem to be initiated. I'm just gonna turn it back on. Okay, now I have a radar. Perfect. Do I have to activate the nodes in every single floor to activate my radar? Is that what's going on? So they've puzzled it so you have to activate your radar at every floor. Or you can just go without a radar.
Raiden, watch out. There are sentries posted on the connecting bridge.
I saw them.
They will spot you if you continue on course.
Any recommendations?
Use the hanging mode.
Hanging?
Hanging
Place
out.
any waist-high railing and push the action button to
The
clear
waist-high
and hang onto the
railing.
side. Once there, you can move
Not the
sideways while
waist-high
keeping out of
wall.
enemy sight.
I can never jump over the waist-high wall.
I'm giving it a try.
Don't forget the grip gauge. It will keep decreasing during a hanging maneuver, and once it runs out, you will fall.
I didn't see a grip gauge
Copy
before.
Wait a second. I just intercepted new intelligence on the operation being executed by SEAL Team 10.
Intercepted?
As I said before, they need to be kept in the dark about our presence.
So we just listen in.
I'm patching it through.
This is Alpha Zero. We have the president. Is he safe? He is safe. What about the package? Tell the guys upstairs that we've secured the package. Easy money. Good work.
Sounds like our job's done.
Come on home. Roger that. Holy! Alpha Zero, report. Damn it, cover the president! Come in,
Railguns.
Alpha Zero. This is Alpha Zero. We're under attack. This is crazy. Is that... Alpha Zero, respond. All Alpha, respond.
Raiden, the president's life is in danger. Head to Strut B now.
Okay, I see the grip gauge. It's a level 1 grip. But turn around, bright eye. Oh, the pigeons. What if they poop on the ledge and his grip becomes worse because of the pigeon poop? And he slips his hands? Is that a thing? I feel like that might be a thing. Feel like that might be a thing. Cutscene. Lots of blood. Grey Fox! He's not gonna be Grey Fox. It wouldn't have been our snake though. Our snake didn't kill people. This is somebody else's doing. On the way in, he only knocks him out. That's a fast guy.
Alpha Zero, come in, Alpha Zero.
He seems fine. Yeah, it's not Snake. That's Vampire Man. It's almost like the cutscene was spoilers. Well, he just been cut to slices. He likes the bloods. He likes the bloods.
All Alpha, come in. What's going on? Alpha,
They're
respond.
dead. Oh, now you go in. Everything seems fine. Now he's actually a vampire. He wasted all that other blood. Sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt your dinner.
What are you?
A phallic vampire with his knife between his legs. Who likes
today,
cutting himself.
or rather 6.
Villamar. Vamp. As if you needed any hints. Raiden reacts quicker.
Get down!
Saved by Snake. That sounded like Snake. In disguise.
Where is he?
Suspiciously sounds like Snake, but you're using a machine gun. He's above you. Well, they couldn't have been Snake. Because he dead! And you're not doing anything to help him. Strange aftershave. You're genetically modified. Snake.
Are you?
It has to be. Shoot him! What are you waiting for?
Vamp,
Yeah, Queen?
are you all done cleaning up?
Yes, but wait till I tell you what I found.
Something interesting?
But we're using someone else's gun. It's funny how it's not coded.
Be right there.
And we can shoot it with literally what they were telling us, right?
Hold on. I'm not an enemy. Calm down. My name is...
S.
My name is Pliskin. Iroquois Pliskin.
Snake Pliskin?
Grade.
Iroquois Pliskin. You look like Snake. David Hayter. Iroquois Pliskin.
Are you a Navy
Solid
SEAL?
Snake. Funny
How
how
did
he's
you get in?
David Hayter,
Fast
but
rope
you're not going to be
descent,
calling him
chop.
Snake. Bugs.
Have I seen you before?
He's not Snake.
That suit. Are you Foxhound?
He's not actually Snake. He's a bug man.
Foxhound was disbanded. Huh? Where were you before
He's a
Foxhound?
cockroach.
Delta Force?
Cockroach.
I was part of
Cockroach.
the Army's Force 21 trials.
Force 21. That's about tactical IT deployment, right? Any field experience?
Tactical IT
No,
specialist.
not really.
So this is your first.
I've had extensive training, the kind that's indistinguishable from the real thing.
A kind that's indistinguishable from the real
Sneaking Mission
thing.
60, weapons 80, advanced
VR, huh?
but realistic in every way.
Virtual grunt of the digital age, that's just great.
That's far more effective than live exercises.
Far more effective.
VR, do you?
What a nerd.
Every year a few soldiers die in field exercises.
There's pain sensation in VR and even a sense of reality and urgency. The only difference is it isn't actually happening.
That's the way they want you to think, to remove you from the fear that goes with battle situations. War is a video game. What better way to raise the ultimate soldier?
That's a lot of snakes.
So you're saying that VR training is some kind of mind control?
Right. What's going on?
The Alpha team from Navy SEAL 10 is dead. No, a single survivor.
The kid's wired with nanomachines.
What about the president?
Looks like they took him somewhere else.
I see. You said there was a survivor from SEAL Team 10.
Yeah, Lieutenant J.G. Pliskin.
Has he seen your face?
What?
This is a top secret mission. No one can know that we're involved.
It's a little too late for that.
He didn't say JG, he said Iroquois.
What's
As an eye.
Take a look.
What the hell?
A Navy captain.
You all right?
Give me a few minutes. Must have lost a few more pints than I thought.
What was that man just now?
That blood-sucking freak.
He's a vampire.
Vamp. He's Romanian, a wizard with knives, as you saw.
The way he moved didn't seem human.
You won't see that in VR, I guarantee.
What is he?
One of the members of Dead Cell.
Dead Cell? Him?
A special forces unit created by ex-President George Sears. The name was originally intended to reflect its anti-terrorist functions. The unit would launch unannounced assaults on government complexes for the ultimate terrorism simulation. They were needed to show VR troopers like you how to deal with the real thing. But around the time the original leader
Bad president,
the unit
Liquid
began to unravel.
Snake.
They were always close to the edge, but they became more and more extreme, began to go after U.S.
He might not be
allies,
Liquid
even
Snake, but I see Bad
civilians.
President.
That no fewer than
Lord
100
Sears,
people
Fortune.
died as a result
Fat
of
man.
accidents the Dead Cell arranged on their own. They were out of control, and it all came to a head 6 months ago.
What happened?
The unit was devastated. There are only 3 left now, and you just saw one of them.
Why would they go after the big shell?
And Fedbell.
I know. I
Not
told you
Batman.
they were on the lunatic fringe.
What about their leader? He says he's Solid Snake.
Snake died 2 years ago.
You mean the incident that made this big shell necessary in the first place?
Right, and he was the one that sank that tanker.
But he's a legend.
Legends are usually bad news. There's not a lot of difference between heroes and madmen.
He didn't have a machine
You're saying
gun.
Snake is still alive and pulled another one?
No, he's not involved in this one. His body was positively ID'd 2 years ago.
This isn't what happens.
Dead.
And buried.
What about the other soldiers? I saw Russian equipment too.
Former Soviet military. They're probably mercenaries. The big shell is too much ground for just Dead Cell members to hold down. You weren't briefed on any of this?
Nope.
You came in alone to boot? Why?
'Cause that's what we do.
What are you really doing here?
Saving the president.
Can't tell me, huh?
Not being used at all.
Me.
I don't smoke.
Keep it anyway. May come in handy. Take this too.
What about the trank gun? I want the trank gun.
Damn, I can't hit this thing. It's like some bad dream. Alpha, anyone, come in, all Alpha. This is Bravo 0.
Aren't you going to answer him?
Nope. Too late.
The BC connecting bridge.
We need to get there. Can you handle it?
I need a few more minutes. Remember my frequency. It's 141.80.
141.80. Got it.
I've been
That was
briefed
Liquid
on this
Snake's
plant's
frequency,
layout.
wasn't
If you need
it?
information on the place or about Dead Cell, contact me. You're using nano communication, right?
Yeah, but I can patch into your frequency.
Hey, what's your name?
Raiden.
Jake Paul.
Strange code name.
Makes up for the boring one my parents gave me.
Maybe I'll find out someday.
Riding this. Not gonna make the reference. He does a lot of riding, doesn't he? I can't jump over that. Oh, Snake, I just need this SOCOM bullet. Snake's asleep.
What's up, Jack?
Need to save. For no reason. No reason at all. 2 hours 34 minutes.
Jack, do you remember what day tomorrow is?
That
The
again.
30th.
I'm sorry, but I still don't have a clue.
That's okay.
What is it, Rose? Talk to me.
I'd rather you figure it out. It's important.
How important?
Important enough, and we'll talk about it tomorrow.
Why not now?
Tomorrow seems more appropriate. I need all the help I can get so that I won't chicken out anyway.
Is that the reason you decided to be part of this mission? Okay, I'm gonna finish this thing by tomorrow no matter what.
You know I'll do everything I can to help you.
Rose, there's something I need you to do as an analyst.
What is it?
Look
It
up
has
the
to do
road
with
Snake.
Solid Snake. The leader of this takeover incident is claiming that he's Snake himself.
The legendary mercenary?
I need as much data on him as possible. Everything they have on him after the
I mean, if
Shadow
he is
Moses
Solid
incident.
Dust Snake,
He's
they
dead
might
now,
have
isn't he?
mistook it
Yes.
for being
Should be a
Solid
burial
Snake.
record somewhere too. You should be able to request
Because they don't know
top-level
that there's a
security
Solid
clearance
Dust
from the
Snake,
Colonel.
do they?
That should get us into the most classified material.
I'm on it. I'll contact you as soon as I find out something.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Why not? You were sleeping.
What are you thinking? Moron. Damn, kid. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking you're not Snake. I'm thinking you're some bug man. Not allowed to shoot him in the head, huh? Not allowed to just shoot him in the head. Okay, well, there's an item there that I'm probably going to forget about. What is this? M9! I need his M9 first.
What are you trying to do? Damn, kid.
Hey! How rude. Gonna keep shooting at me? Oh, it's right next to me. He still wants me, huh? It's a shame there's no way to, like, unequip that. You still mad, David? Still a bit mad? You can't shoot back, David. You suck. Where's your training now, David? Oh, what a pity. What are you trying to do, David? What are you trying to do? What do you think you're achieving, David? Hello,